This is Zeus. Zeus is a god of the sky in ancient Greek mythology. As a chief Greek deity, Zeus is considered the ruler, protector, and father of all gods and humans. Zeus is often depicted as an older man with a beard and is represented by such symbols as the lightning bolt and the eagle. Zeus was the most powerful god of the Greek gods, and a number of his powers was to control the weather and the lightning. His most famous power is his ability to throw lightning bolts. His winged horse Pegasus carried his lightning bolts, and he trained his eagle to retrieve them. He could also control the weather, causing rain and huge storms. This is my Zeus build in Elden Ring. Hello, welcome back. Let's go over the actual build on this Zeus character I created. Now, character creation, as far as, you just have to play with it. The beard, the hair, all that is in there. You just make it white, give them a beard and the same type of hair, and there you have it. It's going to take some time to find all this stuff, and hopefully you have some friends that are playing the game as well, that they can leave you some items. I got a few items from my buddy Vinny, who's also, we're playing the game together. So he was fortunate enough to give me some of this armor, which I had a hard time finding. You might be able to YouTube some videos on where to get this robe, but it's like the perfect robe. The gloves I got from the guy at the first church, the Church of Eleanor. You just buy them from him for a few runes, and there you have it. You got that. This shield I got from the Lernia Lakes area. It's a kite shield. Pretty easy to find and build. Okay, as a Confessor, you start off with your finger seal. I got it to +5. I'm level 50. We're going to put the finger seal on our right hand. Okay, and then the kite shield we're going to put on our left. Now, by doing this, we put the finger seal on the right hand because it's going to be our main weapon. The lightning, all that stuff. So you can fire this from your horse. So if you're riding around or you want to open world, big boss, ride around, shoot them with some bolts, that kind of stuff. Commoner's headband is pretty common drop around Limgrave, and more so Stormvale Castle. Now this Lazuli robe I got from my good buddy Vinny. He fortunately had this and dropped it for me, so it was perfect. He also had the pants. These are just noble trousers. I'm sure they're not that hard to find. And like I said, the chain gauntlets I got from that first church from the little Santa Claus salesman guy. The two-fingered heirloom raises my faith by 5, I believe. Now this is pretty key. I mean, it helps you do more damage, obviously, because we're doing a faith-based damage with the lightning. I got the curved talesman. You can kind of put anything on there, maybe like a stamina talesman. I got this because my backup weapon is going to be the Serpent God's curved sword, because of course you're going to run out of FP. You're going to need something for a backup to be able to, do some stuff with. So I have that for a backup. Now, this build is going to require probably more mind than what I have. The FP bar goes away pretty quick. I think you can get 7 or 8 lightning bolts, charged lightning bolts out of this. But I don't think I did quite enough damage, or excuse me, quite enough FP for what I'm trying to do. I think in the future, moving on, it's going to be, pretty hungry for that, so I'm going to put some more points into that. Strength 16. I just did that to, wield some weapons if I need to. Dexterity 22. That helps me get my spells off quicker. But faith is going to be the number one deal there. And of course, as much health as you can, because of course, when you run out of health, you die. So the more health, the better. So once we start getting this into 70 and stuff, you probably want to dump a little more into vigor and mind, as well as faith. So those are the three that we'll focus on from here going forward. Now, I think this build is very viable for endgame. I only have 7 of these. I want to get some more because I'd like to have like 4 and 5, which, you can find them around, but you'll slowly build that up. And then, of course, I have this. So the Flask of Wonders Physics, I put the Faith Knot Crystal tier on there, so it boosts my faith and damage after I use it. And it restores half my max health power. So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll throw some lightning at the boss. If they hit me, I'll pop this right away. And then I'll get my health back, and it'll also boost my damage. And then I'll switch back to health, of course. But you have to manage it quickly, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of my goal is to try to make this last till end game. Most of these videos I do are for ideas on characters that are cool. Some of them are viable, probably mid game, end game. You probably have to do some tweaking though, power everything up. Your summon spirits are great. I'd like to get the eagle because, of course, Zeus is represented by lightning and the eagle. I know that's somewhere out there. I need to get that. But I think this build is very viable. It's pretty powerful, as you'll see with some of the highlights I got going there. The boss fight before, I was barely leveled up, and he was the first boss, and I know he's easy, but it was like not even a problem, like at all. So the last thing is that this lightning spear and the honed bolt. Now we get this from this area. This is pretty key. You got to get it obviously right away. But what I did is I got the fireball from the round table. Now you're gonna have to go through here, go to the side, get to Learning of the Lakes. So you gotta go off here to the right, and you gotta jump down to get to this area, I believe. But you just keep riding all the way up here until you reach this point right here. And this mark is where there is a golden knight. He's just walking around. So you can stay on your horse, and I got the fireball, and I kind of cheesed him, and I just rode around him shooting fireballs at him. Make sure you have just a couple health and lots of FP, so you can just keep drinking the FP and shoot them at him. You can do it pretty early game, as long as you open up this area. So yeah, just screenshot that right here, and that's where that location is for those incantations. So that's what you need, and then you need to find yourself a pretty good sword. I like the faster swords. You can see it right here. It's pretty fast. It's a pretty good sword. Once again, this sword was given to me by my buddy Vinny, so that's how I got it. But you can use anything. You can use all kinds of different swords. But yeah, so that's the build. I appreciate you watching. Have a good day, and like, share, and subscribe. Bye.